Hi guys, my name is Sasu from Autosurveil GPS, and today I'll be taking you through how to monitor your vehicles on our mobile application after installation. So let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so today I'll walk you through the basic features you need to get started on our application. This includes the real-time or live tracking feature, the playback history feature, and then the engine shutdown feature. To get started, you first have to download the Autosurveil mobile application from our website. So to do that, you have to open your favorite browser. Mine is Chrome. And then in the address bar, you type in autosurveil.com. Autosurveil.com like that. And hit enter. Now you'll be brought to the home page of our website. The WhatsApp button here is our chat support channel. You can send us a message if you need any assistance or clarification, and we'll be ready to help you. As of the time I'm recording this video, we are running a 5% discount on every installation you do today. So guys, take advantage of this and get your trackers installed today. You can also be checking our website from time to time for promotions as well. Okay, so on the website, you have to scroll down a bit, and then you are going to see two buttons here. One is for the App Store and one is for the Google Play Store. Now I'm going to select the Google Play Store since I'm using an Android device. And that will bring me to Play Store to install the application. But I'm not going to go through the process of installation since I've installed it already. But you on the other hand have to go through the installation process and continue with the video after the installation is done. So you open the application after installation, and then you'll be required to log in with the valid account name and password we gave you during the tracker installation. So you enter that and then you can log into the application. As you can see, I've been logged into the application. Now before we do any tracking, let's change our passwords from the default ones we were given. So to change your password, you go to the Me icon at the bottom of the screen, select it, and go to General. Under General, you're going to see Modify Password. Now you'll be required to enter the old password you were given, create a new password, confirm the password and save it at the top right corner of your screen. But I'm not going to do any of that since I like the password I have, so I'm going to hit on Cancel and go back to the monitor screen. Alright, so the monitor screen gives you an overview of all your vehicles at a glance and gives you the current state of the vehicle if you tap on any of the icons. So if you tap on this icon, you are going to get the state of the vehicle. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see the address, and in the info box on top of the icon, you can see the status of the vehicle. So the status is static, and it has been static for 2 hours and 4 seconds, 15 seconds now. As you can see, the engine is off and the external power is on as well. The external power refers to the car's battery. So the battery of the vehicle is connected. If you disconnect the vehicle's battery, you are going to get external power off on the application. So basically, that's what the monitor interface does. So if you select another vehicle, we are going to see the address at the bottom of the screen and get the info box on top of the icon. Okay, so to track a specific vehicle, you have to go to the device tab at the bottom of the screen. To track your vehicles on our platform, you have to be on the device tab at the bottom of the screen. Now the device tab gives you a list of all your vehicles on our platform. To track a specific one, all you have to do is tap on the vehicle's name. I want to track the Apsonic motorbike, for instance. If you tap on it, you'll be brought to this interface. Now on this interface, you have quite a few options that allows you to track and monitor your vehicles on our platform as well. So on this interface, all you have to do is tap on tracking. Now tracking will give you the real-time location of the vehicle on the map and give you the current address at the bottom of the screen as well. And as you can see, it gives you the status and then a little information of the vehicle as well. So the status of the vehicle is static. It has been static for 2 hours and 22 minutes, 53 seconds. And as you can see, the engine is off, the external power is on. So if the vehicle is moving on our platform, the icon of the vehicle is going to change to green, and then the status will be changed from static to moving. Now in the bracket, you are going to get the kilometers per hour the vehicle is moving. So basically that's how to track your vehicles on our platform. The next feature I'll be talking about is the playback history feature. The playback history feature allows you to see everywhere the vehicle has been in the past. Let's say you have a delivery business. You can view the trips your vehicle has completed within a specific time frame. To see the playback for a specific vehicle, you have to be on the device tab at the bottom of the screen, which is the screen I'm currently on. Select the vehicle you want to view the playback for and tap on it. So I'll be viewing the playback for the Apsonic motorbike. If you tap on it, you'll be brought to this screen. Now on this interface, select the playback icon, which is next to the tracking icon, and you'll be required to select a playback time. You can select yesterday, 1 hour ago, or a user-defined playback time. The user-defined playback time allows you to view the playback for a specific time frame. I'm going to select yesterday for demonstration purposes and tap on OK. Now as you can see, the playback has started. At the top right corner of your screen, you can see two icons. The first one allows you to regulate the speed of the playback. Now you can select your desired playback speed from the drop down. The second one allows you to set the playback time again. On the map, you can see these P icons, which indicates where the vehicle has parked. If you tap on any of the P's, you get the duration of how long the vehicle parked there and the address where it's parked as well. So if I pause the playback and tap on any of the P's, I get the stop duration and the address as well. That's it for the playback history. The next feature I'll be talking about is the engine shutdown feature. The engine shutdown feature allows you to stop the vehicle at any point in time in case of theft or an emergency. To shut down the engine of a specific vehicle, you have to go to the device tab at the bottom of the screen, which is my current screen. Select the specific vehicle and tap on it. So if you want to stop the engine for the Toyota Corolla, which is currently moving, you tap on it and you'll be brought to this interface. Then select the command icon. Here, you'll see the list of commands you can issue to the tracker. To stop the engine of the vehicle, select the stop engine command. You'll be required to input your valid password and tap on OK to send this command to the GPS tracker. So if you input your password and tap on OK, the engine will stop immediately. To get your vehicle moving again, you need to restore the engine. To do this, tap on the restore engine command, input your valid password and the engine will be restored. If you need directions to your vehicle for whatever reason, you can do this by tapping on the tracking icon. Once you're on this interface, at the top right corner of your screen, you are going to see 6 icons. The last one is the navigation icon. When you tap on that, Google Maps will automatically load in the real-time location of the vehicle for you and find the best route for you to reach it. As you can see, Google Maps is loading the location of the vehicle and finding the best route. Now the map has loaded and you just have to follow the map to get to the vehicle's location. That's it for this video, guys. I hope it was informative enough to get you started. If you have any questions or clarifications, please leave a comment and I'll reply. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel for updates and upcoming training videos. Thanks for watching.